Hey guys, welcome back to my channel MiTutorials. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you some of the cool features of the pivot table which you might have not seen earlier. So let's get started with this tutorial. So first, let's add a pivot table over here. I'm going to go here to the Insert tab, click on Pivot Table from Table Range, and then click on OK. I have a new pivot table added over here. So the first feature that I'm going to show you is I'm going to just drag in sales over here and then bring in the order ID into the values and do a count of order ID. So what you see over here right now is all of the sales amount, which is starting from 500 all the way up to 2500. So this is showing us the number of customers who have ordered with the value of 500. Now this is not really helping us, but what if we group them? So I'm going to right click this and click on group. So when you do that, you will see this particular dialog box. So I'm going to say starting at 500, ending at 2500. This is also editable and you can change these values to whatever you want. And then I want to increment this by 500. And then I'm going to click on OK. Now you will see that between 500 to 999, there are 2,498 customers who place the orders. Likewise, between 1,000 to 1,499, there are 2,504 customers. So without you having to write any sort of formulas or anything to group the sales amount, pivot table has an inbuilt feature where you can create buckets, something like this. So let's move on to our next feature. So I'm going to come back over here and add a new pivot table over here. I'm going to click on OK. And then let's say I want to bring in the category. I want to bring in sales. I want to bring in discount. And let's say I want to bring in city as well below the category. Now, I don't know what is the duration of this particular sales data that I have. So what I will do is I'm going to right click on the order date and click on add as timeline. So when you do that, you will see a slicer, something like this, which gives you a lot of flexibility to choose the period that you want to look at. For example, let's say in this data set, I have data all the way from 2015 to 2018. So I'm going to, let's say if I want to select only 2018, I'm going to simply click on Jan and then expand this particular slicer like this. And now you are only looking at the 2018 sales data, and this is what it looks like. So this is a really cool timeline feature which is there in Pivot, which I think you all must use this. So now let's move on to the next feature. So I'm going to come back here and add a new pivot table over here. So let me add city into the rows, and then I'm going to bring in the subcategory as well within the city, and then let me bring in sales, let me bring in profit, and let me bring in discount. Okay, I'm going to change this to sum over here and come back to design. I'm going to change the report layout to tabular form, and this is what I have right now. And now let's say I want to break this down by category. I'm going to bring in the category into the filters, and then I have to select each category like this. But my requirement is that I have multiple sheets for every category that I have over here. Instead of creating sheets manually and copy pasting the pivot table or creating new pivot tables, what we can simply do is go to the pivot table analyze tab over here, click on options and choose show report filter pages. So once you do that, it will tell you show all the report filter pages off. Right now on the filters, we only have the category. So only category is appearing over here, and then I'm going to click on OK. What this has done is it has created new sheets here for every single category and applied the same pivot table to every single sheet and filtered by that particular category. So this avoids a lot of manual work of creating new sheets and copy pasting the data, renaming the sheets, etc. With just a couple of clicks, you get multiple sheets, and now you can send these sheets to anybody who you want to send to. So that's it guys in this particular tutorial. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. You've learned something new today. Please consider subscribing to my channel for more such tutorials.